Okay, you guys, welcome to season 3, our deep dive into Jiu Jitsu and grappling in the San Fernando Valley. I'm very excited to be here, very happy. It's a privilege to be here with Professor Gabriel Goulart.
Yes.
Who's just opened this beautiful facility here in the San Fernando Valley, Alliance San Fernando Valley. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Beautiful place. I got the chance to train with you about a week ago or something like that. Great class, great vibe, great students. So thank you for taking the time.
Thank you, Sebastian. It's our pleasure to have you here. Thank you for stopping by. It's amazing.
Nice.
Thank you.
You guys, as usual, if you like the content that Grappling Monthly is putting out, please like and subscribe, leave a comment. If there's something you think we could be doing better, please also, it's very helpful on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all the social platforms. So we can keep doing this and producing as much jiu-jitsu content and telling the stories from the grappling community. So thank you. Without any further ado, let's get started.
Yes.
Ooh.
Thank you.
So, Professor, we got to chat a little bit, and I learned that you also did capoeira. You're an accomplished 4th degree, right? Black belt?
Black belt, 4th degree.
4th degree under Professor Fabio Gurgel. Professor or master? Master at this point.
Master,
yeah. The coral belt, right?
Coral belt, yeah.
Amazing. And I want to, get to know you a little bit about your story. So I wondered if you could share with me how you got started with Jiu-Jitsu.
Okay. So since beginning, I was very into 3 sports. So I played soccer when I was a kid, swimming, and then I started doing a capoeira. About 11 years old, I was a kid. I started training capoeira. I was very into capoeira. And then my professor stopped to teach. So he stopped teaching, and I was a teenager. I didn't know what to do. I really want to my life. I was singing like, oh, I want to do capoeira when I grow up, stuff like this. And then he just stopped. And then I started to lift weight. And then the place, the gym that I was lifting weight, they had jiu-jitsu there.
Okay.
And also my friend who trained capoeira with me, Lucas Lepre, we played soccer together, we did capoeira, the same team. And then he was training at this place, this gym. And then I went there to see the training, and I really liked. So
nice.
I played with some of students there, and then, so after I got in love, and then I started training and competing, and I didn't want to stop anymore.
Nice. This was in São Paulo, right?
This was in Uberlandia, Minas Gerais, my hometown.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I was born in Minas Gerais, Uberlandia.
Okay.
And then after a while, I moved to São Paulo to keep my training there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uberlandia is a special place. I think it has like a lot of German influence, right? From in Brazil.
It's a big city there. There's more than 1 million people there, and it's a kind of a university city. There's a lot of factories.
Yeah.
A lot of universities. It's a how I say, it's a road between São Paulo, Rio de Janeiro. It's a big commercial city, and it's for students to those stuff. And they have a big community, like a German, Japanese. They have all those
Very cool.
culture there.
Yeah. Have you been to Solvang here in California? It's like a little Danish, Swiss influence town here in California.
Before,
2 hours north of Los Angeles.
Okay, it's good to know. Maybe I'm gonna try.
Go with the kids like one day,
Okay.
just you and the wife. Or
I can take my wife one day. It's a good hangout.
Very cool. So you started training jiu-jitsu. You fell in love with jiu-jitsu.
Yes.
And obviously you kept training to today. So how did you start competing right away? Did you just train?
So I started jiu-jitsu in 2002. So I started training in 2002, and then since the beginning, my professor was motivating us to compete. So I did one regional tournament, I won, and then with 3 months, I went to Rio de Janeiro to compete Brazilian National for beginners.
Yeah.
So, and then I won. So was funny story. My first professor is from Rio, and then he had a friend there. So I never met this guy. He just said, "Oh, you want to compete, Gabriel?" I said, "Yeah, I want to do this tournament." He said, "Oh, I'm going to see with my friend if you can stay in his house."
Nice.
Call this guy and ask to stay in his house.
Really?
I never met the guy in my life. I say, "Hey," I remember his name. "Hey, Ricardo, here is Gabriel. I'm an Alliance student. I'm planning to go to compete Brazilian Nationals." He told me that maybe you have a space there in your couch. I can just sleep over to compete. He said, "Oh, come in 2 weeks that I'm gonna give you the answer." And then in 2 weeks I called him back. He said, "Yeah, you can come. You can be in my place." And then I went all the way there, and then I competed. I won. It was great. So I remember back in the day, I didn't know how even to count the points.
Really?
I was 3 months in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
I did 4 Ezekiels. I finished all those matches with, I think, Ezekiel or back choke. But after this, I was very excited because I trained capoeira for a long time, and I never win anything. Didn't have tournament back then.
Yeah.
And then I say, "Oh man, like 3 months, I'm Brazilian national, really nice medal." And then the newspaper from my hometown did a little
amazing. Yeah.
Little, how I say,
like,
interview with me, put some pictures there, and then I started to get some sponsors.
Cool.
And then my life started going. I say, "Oh, that's awesome," you know.
Nice.
And then back then I was doing college for law school. The college started to sponsor me as well, give me kind of money for competition. And then I started coming to US to compete PNMs. And then started like this.
Nice.
Yeah.
So the Mundial was still in Brazil at this point?
At this point it was in Brazil. Yeah, I think the World Championship moved to US. I think first year was 2007.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was in Brazil before. I competed as a blue belt.
Nice.
I got silver in open class.
Wow.
For blue belt, and then I won the other federation. Back in the day, you had 2 federations important in Brazil.
Yeah.
So I won this other federation, and then the IBJJF, I got second in open class for blue belt. And then I was excited, like getting sponsored, competing, traveling.
Yeah.
And then I think 2006, I didn't compete. I think I did a knee surgery. But in 2007, I was here in Los Angeles. I won. It was amazing.
Yeah.
And then, so 2007, I got my first award at BJJF as a purple belt. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Did you, were you part of Alliance right from the first class?
No, so my first professor, he was from Rio, and he was very friend of Fernando Tereré.
Okay.
Yeah, and then when Tereré opened his school, he called my professor and said, "Hey, you have some good students, so you want to become part of our team?" And my professor joined his team, TT.
Yeah.
And then I was TT for a while. So I was TT from blue and purple belt.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I was competing under TT. That was Tereré and Teles. Yeah, so I won some good tournament, Brazilian nationals. I won middleweight and open class.
Wow.
2 years and 2005 as well.
Nice.
Yeah, so and then you were TT. And then when Tereré got sick, he stopped training. We decided to go to the roots of Tereré. That was Alliance. Tereré, I think, was black belt from GG.
Yeah.
And then you knew Fábio Gurgel also. and then you just become a Alliance. Back then, I think it was 2005, 2006.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, and then we started training in Alliance there.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Did you? I like that you went to the source. Like, your dad stopped training, so you went to train with your grandfather, kind of thing. Like the same lineage is very cool. I wonder, did you know that? So, like, obviously, Mestres Gigi and Fabio Gurgel and Jacaré are very, very well known. But did you know at that time that Alliance was becoming this powerhouse team?
No, we don't know that actually, because Alliance was good, but when we started be part of Alliance, they have that split before.
Yeah.
And Alliance was not that big because good names left Alliance before, like Léo Vieira, people like Tereré, Teles, Demian Maia.
Yeah.
And then Fabio started creating the new generation team. And then came people from TT that came like Lucas Lepre, Cobrinha, myself, and then came Michael Lang, and then later Bernardo Faria, Bruno Malfacini, Léo Nogueira, and then started being this powerful team.
Yeah. Amazing.
And then I was living in Brazil. I was going to São Paulo, spending a time there, month, and going back to my hometown and competing. And then, I came to US to compete, I think, at Pan Am's. I won, and then I think back then I had finished my college. I had no sponsors anymore because my university was paying me my ticket, my hotel, my registration. And then when I finished the school, I didn't have that sponsor anymore.
Yeah.
And then I told the Jacaré here, the Fábio Gurgel's professor, I said, I want Pan Am. I need to go back to Brazil, but if I go back, I don't know if I'm gonna come back for the World Championship.
Right.
And then I was the world champion guy from the year ago, from the previous year, from 2007.
Yeah.
I won middleweight in 2007, and then I came to compete Pan Am's. And then I told him, I said, if I go back to Brazil, I don't know if I'm going to come back in 2 months for this World Championship. So it's very short time for me to make out that money sponsor again.
Yeah, of course.
And then he told me, he said, if you want, you can stay in my academy on the mat there.
Amazing.
I say, seriously? He said, yeah. You can sleep on the mat, or I have a little office there. You can sleep on the couch. And then I went to Atlanta.
Really?
And then I stayed there almost 1 year.
Okay.
Like 9 months. I did 6 months, and then I extended my visa to keep training there.
Nice.
And then I was training every single class there. So Cobrinha was the professor there. And then he was opening the academy at 6 to teach at 7. He was waking me up. Let's go. And then I was training 6 a.m. and then doing drills with him at 10. And then at noon we had another class, competition class. And then I was shower eating, and then at 3 conditioning workout. And then training again at 7. And then the academy was closing. I was going to sleep. I remember he had a couch on this little room. The couch was 3 spaces. Or my shin was out, or my head was out. I could pick the couch or the mat. So but it was a struggle time, but it was one of the most important year in my career. So that year I won open class and my division at Worlds.
Amazing.
And then I think I got the record for who did more fights in one World Championship.
Really?
I did 13 matches in 1 day. Wow. So in the morning was the division. It started at 9. And then afternoon was the open class. So I remember that I was competing from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. I was the last guy to leave the.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they were taking the piece off of the mat to clean, and then I was doing the final.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was awesome.
That's crazy.
And then Jacaré was doing my corner with Fábio Gurgel and yelling, "Remember the mat!" so I was eating there also. I was making like a sweet potato in the microwave.
Yeah.
I was stabbing and putting 5 minutes in the microwave, and then I was eating with a canned tuna.
Really?
Yeah, I remember I did a seminar. I got some, all my payment I bought in canned tuna and sweet potato, so that I could last almost 6 months with this.
Amazing.
And then I was finished training. I was eating some sweet potato and canned tuna for almost 1 year.
Really, huh?
Yeah. And then in my final,
That's cool.
yeah, I did with Zach Maxwell. He was a good fighter back then. And then Jacaré was yelling, "Remember the little room,
Nice.
remember the mat, remember the cantona.
Yeah.
Was because of this guy. Go get him." And okay. And then I passed a film in my mind of I'm struggling there, you know. I didn't speak English very well back then.
Yeah.
And in my hometown, I was kind of a king. I was living with my mom. I had food for free, clean clothes, nice roof to sleep, nice bed. And then I changed all this to be sleeping on the mat by myself. The academy was closing. I had nobody to talk.
Yeah.
I was just sleeping. And then the academy was opening. I was training.
Yeah.
During the weekend, I was locked in there.
Really?
Yeah. And evening, I could not leave the door because it was a commercial place. If someone see, my professor would get in trouble because technically I could not sleep there, you know.
Wow.
But I stayed there for a while, and it was amazing. It was a great experience. So I struggled, but it came really nice, you know. I won the World Championship, both division, my division and open class.
Wow.
Yeah. And then after this, I needed to go back to Brazil, and then I moved to São Paulo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then, I moved to São Paulo. I had a friend, Bernardo Faria. So he called me and said, "Hey, let's share one apartment there."
Cool.
So I want to move to São Paulo too to train. I heard you want to train there also. Let's plan this.
No way.
And then we went there. You rented a one-room apartment.
Yeah.
And then we stayed there for a while.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's it's something that, you know, I had the pleasure of sitting with Professor Fabio Passos, right?
Okay.
And he was telling me about, you know, like training with different people, and all of the people that you named, the same people, right? So you guys were coming up in like a similar space.
Yeah.
But all these names, like, are world champions, 10-time, 5-time, 6-time, you know,
Everybody
like,
trying to get there. Yeah.
That's so cool.
And it was nice because I rented the apartment at the same building that has another apartment of fighters as well.
Really?
So the first floor was an apartment with Michael Lang, Bruno Mofacini,
Really?
Sergio Moraes, Léo Nogueira.
Wow.
Yeah, you had some other names, and all those were champion back then, and kept winning as well. And then I rented the last floor.
Nice.
Was a little room next to the elevator.
Yeah.
Actually, I think was the machinery room for the was so small and too loud. Every time they was calling the elevator, was making noise.
Wow.
Yeah, we stayed there for 1 year because it was very small. And after this, we rented, I think, the second floor. That was 3 rooms, and then was bigger.
Yeah.
And then it's nice because there, Alliance, always people from another country was doing exchange there. They had a program for people from other country. Oh, if you want to come, you have 1 month to have someone to pick you up at the airport. You receive 1 private class, you receive 1 gi, and then this is the place to that you can sleep.
Yeah.
So instead they be by themselves in their hotel room, like they could be our roommate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was
that's
me,
cool.
Bernardo, and then you had another roommate. It was Mateus, but you have kind of 2 extra rooms. To rent for those people who come
cool.
from other country.
Yeah.
And there they are learning, so you are helping them to go to the gym so that you are making friends also around the world.
Yeah.
And then a lot of champions there was staying with us, people from Dubai, the Emirates, or Japan, Canada. They were staying one month there.
Cool.
And they could live with us to see our routine and also to train with us.
That's very cool.
Yeah. And then it was me and Bernardo, and then I was kind of the manager of them, you know.
Okay, yeah.
And then, this is the grocery store, you can buy here.
Yeah.
This is the park, is some weekend you can go there. You can run, cycling, do something.
Yeah.
It was very fun.
That is cool, yeah.
And the training was amazing. The training was amazing there back then.
Yeah. Did, so you had already some experience abroad, right? You had traveled not only to Rio and Sao Paulo, but to the US for competitions and things like that. Did you know that you wanted to live outside of Brazil at some point? Or how did it come about that you decided to move?
Okay, so I used to train in Uberlandia, my hometown. And my best training partner was Lucas Lepre.
Yeah.
You are training so hard every day to each other, and then also you are going together to find sponsors. So I had a motorcycle, and I think he has as well.
Yeah.
I was putting him on my motorcycle, and then you are going to stores to ask for a sponsor, like a supplement store. Hey, you want to compete? You want to use our name on us? And then you can sponsor with the registration, or you can give a supplement, whey protein, creatine, stuff like this.
Yeah.
And then you're going to everywhere. Remember that our gi was like the Formula, the F1, the car, those NASCARs.
Like sponsorships.
We had a bunch.
I remember that was the style back in the day.
And then like someone was giving us açaí. I give you one açaí and one sandwich a day.
Nice.
Some other, I pay your registration. So my mom had an accountant office, and then she had a bunch of clients. So I worked with her a while, and then I was going to the clients, ask for a sponsor, because they knew, like, after we start winning, we start passing some newspapers, and people was recognizing us for little, you know.
Very cool.
And then, I want to sponsor you, and some bikini store. I give you 30 shorts a month.
Nice.
And then we're selling shorts, Jiu Jitsu short, or eating açaí, or getting the registration, the ticket. You are doing all those to get those sponsors. But you could travel doing like this. Yeah. And then when I first came to compete. I came to compete Pan Ams in 2005. Yeah. Was my first time in US. Okay. So I got third. And then after I come the first time, I was exciting from here. Was everything nice, you know? It was something that I was watching on TV for those films. Yeah. I see the police car. I say, hey, this looks like that film. Those cars. This I saw in some movie, you know? And then I really liked here. And also, my first place I came was Los Angeles. The weather was sunny, you know, was all the time. All sunny like in Brazil. Yeah. So I liked, you know. Yeah. And then in 2007, I came in 2006, and in 2007 I won as a purple belt. And then Lucas won as well, was a black belt. Nice. And then after he wins, he moved to New York to teach there in Alliance, New York.
Okay.
And I had no partners to train in my hometown.
Yeah.
And then I decided to move to São Paulo. So I came here, I stayed almost 1 year with Jacaré.
Yeah.
And then my visa was expiring. I moved back to Brazil. And then I stayed there for a while, but always I wanted to come to live here.
Yeah.
But I was just leaving Brazil. I was coming to compete. I had a sister who was living in Minnesota. So after I win tournament, I was going to visit her.
Nice.
And then she was introducing me to the jiu-jitsu schools around.
Yeah.
And then the jiu-jitsu school was very friendly, was inviting me to teach seminar. Even today, one guy from there become Alliance after this. He liked the connection, and then he become Alliance. So I was always coming to compete and doing some seminars around. And then in 2015, I decided to move.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
In 2015, I came to stay, and then I changed my training to train with Cobrinha.
Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
still Alliance, but I was
course,
training.
yeah.
Since the beginning, I was very into Cobrinha, because Cobrinha was my friend from TT.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did the whole thing together.
Wow.
You know, like he was TT, and then Michael Lang was his student back then.
Yeah.
And then you are going to São Paulo and staying 1 month there for competition. So everybody was sleeping on the mat.
Yeah.
It was me, Cobrinha, people from north of Brazil, people from south of Brazil.
Yeah.
So everybody was making a camp on the mat.
Very cool.
And then the weekend we were going to compete, and then everybody was going back to their city.
Yeah.
So Cobrinha was our friend since then.
Nice.
Yeah, and then when he moved to Atlanta to teach there, I stayed with him there almost 1 year.
Okay.
And then he opened his place here. Yeah. So always you were coming for the camp. He was doing a World Championship camp, and then you were staying there for 1 month. He was renting apartment for us.
Yeah.
And then you were going there to train and training all day there for a competition. And then in 2015, I decided to move. I came. And it was great.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I'm here since 2015.
Amazing. 10 years.
Yeah, 10 years,
10
yeah.
years, yeah, amazing.
I was training with Cobrinha and competing, and then I started to open my own place.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Alliance is well known for its methodology, right? Structured training and an intelligent approach to class. So is that something that you have adopted and in your class? Like, how do you approach teaching jiu-jitsu?
So since the beginning, I was very into competition. My life was just competing, have sponsors to compete, and was just competing. So, and then I started getting older, my competition time was passing, and then I started teaching. So I taught to another school that was not Alliance before. So someone was needing a professor, kids professor. So I did this experience, and I really liked to teach kids as well. But back in the day, didn't have this separation between beginners and competitors.
Okay. Yeah.
As soon as you are signing up, that's the class.
Yeah.
Like survive.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
kind of like this, survive. The white belt was training the purple belt. The purple belt was smashing the white belt, and the white belt was getting hurt and didn't want to train anymore. Or he was becoming very tough.
Yeah.
Or if he was not very tough, he was leaving, because they were saying jiu-jitsu is not for soft people back then. You know, and everybody was training so hard. And then they started losing a lot of students because of this. The people was getting hurt. Maybe has some guy that executive or doctor, he doesn't want to train hard, he doesn't want to get hurt, he cannot get hurt.
Of course, yeah.
And then the Alliance started the program, the methodology program. So white belt, start with the white belt. You kind of do not roll at the beginning. You need to learn how to fall, the movements. You can start doing some specific training. specific from side control, specific from mount, specific from guard, sweep and pass, until he realizes how it goes, how he control his breathing, his mind, so that he doesn't panic.
Yeah.
So, and then start going like this. So, yeah. And then, and then my approach is this. So, we teach for everybody. If they want to compete, they can have a special kind of treatment, you know, like if you want to compete, okay, let's organize our training. So training in this class, you're going to have a other type of student for you to train. Let's make a conditioning workout for you. Let's make a nutrition plan for you. You need to train this, you need to train there.
Yeah.
So it's different. Yeah, but not everybody is into competition today.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Alliance is very famous for the competitors. The competition is the most winner team of World Championship. Yeah. So, but this is important to separate the competitors and who doesn't want to compete. Some people want just to have fun. You need to see what his goal.
Yeah.
Some people want to compete, get tough, and win World Championship. Okay, your training gonna be like this. Some other wants to get in shape. Some other wants to socialize, just make friends, go to belong to something. Some other are very shy, wants to get more extroverted.
Yeah.
Some other are very all over the place, need to get disciplined.
Focus,
you need to see their goal and help them. Some other kids are getting bullied in school. You teach them how to protect themselves.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
Very cool. Jiu-Jitsu has a lot to offer.
A lot to offer.
Yeah.
So and back in the day, like you see this year, the Master World had 12,000 competitors.
Yeah.
You know, like and that means people over 30 years old.
Yeah.
And it's the biggest tournament.
Old people like me.
And before old people. And before didn't have this.
Yeah.
After 30 years your career was done.
Right.
You know, and was just for and was not for kids also. Jiu-Jitsu when I started was kind of after 14 to 32, 35.
Wow.
You know, now kids start at 3 years old, 5 years old.
Yeah.
You see kid with 11 years old with a black belt level.
Yeah.
You know, doing De La Riva, Spider, doing a lot of nice techniques. And also the old also, you know, they want to get longevity and healthy lifestyle. So they train.
Yeah.
And then the professors, the academies, they changed this also so that it doesn't be that thing so tough anymore. You need to train so hard and kill each other. So now the class offers this, you know, you offer executive class or people from over 30 or women's class, you know, kids class, separate ages, you know.
Yeah.
So now every level has their class. So it's nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that it changes jiu-jitsu when we have these different classes for different people?
Yeah, it's growing. So now it's jiu-jitsu for everyone.
Yeah.
It was beautiful to see. I saw one post on IBJJF, one woman, 65 years old.
I saw that. Yeah.
My mom sent me that post. Say, oh, look at this.
Yeah.
You see, she's 65, and then
white belt. Huh?
Blue belt.
Blue belt. Okay.
I think it was blue belt. Yeah. And then she has a competitive competitor spirit, she said, and then she changed her life, her diet, her this. She started training. She pushed a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's nice to see that now jiu-jitsu for everyone, you know. Yeah. People, oh, I'm too old, oh, I'm not fit enough. No, so just start and then you get in there where you want, you know.
Yeah.
People, oh, no, I'm not out of shape. When I'm in shape, no, man, just start and then
it happens.
And then happens, you know.
Yeah. I can't tell you how many times friends have said, I just need to get in shape. Then I'll come to the class.
No, it's beautiful to see here the progress of the kids. We have kids that was very shy. They don't even take pictures, and then start building their confidence, and they start walking differently.
Amazing.
Some kids were depressed or anything, and then they start playing after class. Sometimes we play some games, and then you see the kids yelling and laughing and having fun. It's game changer. It's really nice to see how Jiu-Jitsu can help everybody in some way,
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. I think that's the part of Jiu-Jitsu that has all this room to grow, this potential, right, to go on a global scale.
Exactly.
If you were to, I like to ask sometimes, like, for example, your black belt world championship years was like 2009, 2008?
I got my black belt in 2010.
Okay.
Yeah, my first competition as a black belt was 2011.
Okay.
Yeah, I got very end of 2010, and my first competition was European 2011.
Yeah.
I think I got third place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you were to take, for example, and it could be just like you personally, imagine that you were a black belt in 1993, and then a black belt in 2000, and then 2011, and now 2021, let's say.
Okay.
And you put them in one bracket. 5, Professor Gabriel in one bracket. Which one of them wins, you think? Is there a difference? Has technique changed very much, or is the recipe for success the same no matter what the time?
It's two things, kind. One is your physical part.
Okay.
So, your conditioning, even you are healthy, it's not the same. Like when you are 45, 40 something, and then you are 19. So 19, you're full of energy, and your recovery speed is way different.
Yeah.
So maybe you can win tournament with a good technique, but also your physical is very important. That age. And after you start getting older, you need to learn how to control your technique, start sharpening more, so you don't have that intensity anymore.
Right.
So you need to adapt. And then I think my jiu-jitsu today is way better than back then when I was competing.
Okay.
Way more... everything better, the way I think, the way my position works, the way I adjust. And it's just this. I think, maybe I don't have the same physical back then, intensity and recovery, speed recovery, and all those, because you get hurt, you do surgery stuff, and it's happening. But I think if you keep with good people around you, you keep learning, and it's important. So that's why always I look for my student to be a student as well. So even I was teaching somewhere, I was taking class at Cobrinha so that I keep sharpening my position. I be a student for a while.
Nice.
And then I learn different things, And also when you train without that competition mode, you see more things. Oh, see here, I can do this, and then you start creating things as well. And that's beautiful. So there, you are doing a lot of specific training, and then if you could not escape one way, you need to create another, and then it's becoming a system. Oh, this works as well, and then gonna be part of my game. So I think my jiu-jitsu way more refined. But back then I was way more intensity, my preparation, my training, my recovery, those stuff. That's
interesting. You made me think of I had the pleasure of chatting with Robert Drysdale, and he was telling me that his body hurts, right, from so many years of hard training. And I guess in order for you to win, like you have at the highest level, is necessary, right? But it's not something that you can continue indefinitely until 50, 60
Forever.
Yeah. So that's cool.
Yeah, still people competing today, old like that. But the thing is the training, like the way you like to train before to feel confident and that your mind in the right place, you need to suffer a lot.
Yeah.
Like we have this, the jiu-jitsu practitioners has this on them, oh, I'm sore or I'm hurt. No, but I'm gonna keep training. And then you never recover yourself because always you're pushing too much yourself. At least myself is like this. Oh, I'm tired. No, I don't care. I'm gonna train. Oh, my knees hurt. I don't care. I tell nobody, but I'm gonna train. And then you keep pushing the limits like this, And for you to compete, you need to feel that you're doing all those, you're training, you're getting tired, but you're pushing yourself, you're doing sore, you're going to train sore or hurt or this, and then you push more. And then it's how we say, the hard part, not the tournament. It's the preparation,
Right, exactly.
To get the right mind, to think, to keep positive, to not let the negative thoughts get in your mind. To keep believing and training and struggling. So it's more mental preparation, the hard part, than just go there and fight 5 times jiu-jitsu,
Yeah, amazing. I always found it interesting how, you have all the leading up to it, the nerves once you're on the waiting area, waiting for your chance to go onto the mat, and then they call your name, and then the referee looks at you, and both people come onto the mat, and then as soon as you grip each other, everything else disappears. And it's just you and jiu-jitsu and
what I do every day for
and what
my
you do
life.
every day.
That's it.
That's very cool. I think it says something to me when you have somebody that is willing to go through that hardship. Like you said, back home you were comfortable, you were you had a place to stay, you were very happy, and you could live like a king. But you chose to go through a struggle because of this jiu-jitsu that you love, right? And which has then brought you so much more in return. Which is very cool. And now you've established this beautiful academy, which opened not so long ago, right?
We opened on June 2nd
of this year.
It's 3 months. 3 months old.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Amazing. It's located in Arleta, technically, right?
Arleta. Arleta, San Fernando Valley.
Amazing. And there's classes 7 days a week?
We have class every day, Monday through Saturday. You have class at 6:15 a.m. You have class at noon. And then you have afternoon and evening.
Nice.
Kids Monday through Friday as well. And then 6:45 we have adults class.
Nice.
And the Saturday class is going good also.
And Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, gi and no gi?
Gi and no gi. For kids and adults.
And adults as well. Nice. Very cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I have to ask, how... Because we talked a little bit about the Masters competitions before we started recording. For somebody who maybe started, later in life, right? Like me, for example. I'm 44 now. I want to keep training, hopefully until the very last day, How do you approach this as our bodies get older, and for people that want to train, maybe even want to compete, but are starting, in their late 30s, 40s, 50s?
I advise everybody should train, of course. So jiu-jitsu can help and improve so much in your life. just not the physical part, but the mind way part, the way how you think, the way how you face challenges in life, because here in Jiu-Jitsu, it's nice to see. So you learn how to get frustrated, because not every time the things going our way.
Yeah. 100%.
And here someone maybe you're gonna get with someone, they're gonna mount on you. You can yell, you can cry, but not gonna help. You need to keep calm and solve one problem at a time. Oh, I need to frame. Oh, I need to hook. Oh, I need to shrimp.
Yeah.
And then you learn how to get your mind strong as well. So people doesn't have frustration. So Jiu-Jitsu helps you to learn with frustration.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very important. To tap, to this, to that.
Yeah.
Maybe you are very successful entrepreneur in life, and then you treat people not so nice, and then you're gonna get here that people that you don't treat so nice gonna finish you.
Yeah.
And you need to be humble. Jiu-Jitsu is what humbly most the people, because maybe that people that you look down is the people that gonna mount on you, gonna give you a choke, and then you need to greet him after, say thank you, and maybe this person gonna teach you something that gonna be game changing your life.
Yeah,
so Jiu-Jitsu helps you a lot how to know yourself. Maybe you think you are badass, you think you are this, you are that, you come here, maybe you are not what you think, so
100%, yeah.
And then it's this. So when they start at the late age, I advise this. So keep training as much as you can. Keep eating healthy, If you can do some conditioning workout, it's gonna be great for your life too.
Yeah.
So to be more active, So that's the first step.
Nice.
Eating healthy, do some workout, and train.
Nice.
And then the rest you're gonna learn in Jiu-Jitsu. You're gonna do the warm-up. Maybe the first week you're gonna gas out. It's nice to see the progress of the beginners.
Yeah.
So first they struggle for the warm-up. And then the warm-up they do good. And then they sparring. They do 1-2 rounds, they gassing out.
Yeah.
And then after they doing 5 and they're not gassing out anymore.
Yeah.
And then you see people that was coming like this, like curve, and then suddenly they start to walk more postured, with confidence. And it's nice. Jiu-Jitsu bring this to life. It's nice.
So no matter the age, come train.
Come to train.
Face the challenges.
Face the challenges,
Yeah.
And Jiu-Jitsu gonna do the rest.
For somebody like, for example, I'll just speak for myself as 44 years old, I have some experience, but sometimes that role is going to be with somebody maybe 22, competitive, purple belt, hungry, salivating, ready to training, and I'm there.
I want to beat everyone.
And I had a long day, I'm tired. But we look at each other at the beginning of the round and I say, okay, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
But every time, within reason, every time is a good experience.
Yeah, and to think, so the place where you train, the professor, and they need to teach their students this also, so because when you train with someone, your life is in their hands.
Yeah.
So you need to trust your partner.
100%.
I cannot train with someone that I know that he can hurt me, he can break my arm on purpose or do something.
Yeah.
So that the professor gonna tell them, and then gonna say, hey, if you go with someone, make sure to not yank the arm so quickly, give them a chance to tap, look at their face before you yank so hard, see if they're understanding that's a submission, because some white belt, you are doing a technique, he doesn't know that is a technique. Maybe it can break without his feeling. So we teach this to them, like the white belt class you have here, the fundamentals. people, blue and higher belt, can train that class, but always I want to make sure. So this is fundamental classes for the white belts. You can train in this class, you can learn the basics better, but when you're going to spar with him, make sure to not smash him so much, to not hurt him, also give him some tips that and then the higher belt gonna feel comfortable too, to have some power, some responsibility. I can teach him some stuff, I can help him, and then they get friendly together and they train together. Okay, you wanna train harder, you wanna train like this, you wanna finish everybody. Okay, come for the advanced class. Everybody has the same will of you. Everybody wants to get good, everybody wants to win, everybody wants to be a champion. Okay, let's put you guys together. So that's why you have different classes, so that my blue belt, 55 years old, come and he can feel safe. With others. Not think, this blue belt 21 gonna break my arm. We teach this to them so that when they train, they know who they can push and who they cannot push.
Amazing. That's good. I like what you said about when you train with somebody, your life is in their hands, because
exactly,
it's true, right? In so many ways. And I think of situations I've seen where someone gets hurt, usually an accident, but sometimes could be prevented.
Exactly, so and it's the ego thing. If the professor doesn't have that ego to finish everybody, to show that he's the best, he gonna pass this to the students, and sometimes you don't need to kill everybody, you can just train nicely, do some technique and train good. And if you want to train super hard, okay, come to advanced class. You're gonna have the tough guys, the guys that want to do this as well, and then go with him. So you advise this so that everybody can feel safe.
I like that.
And also we don't want to lose a student. That's why back in the day, the academy has just tough guys. Because everybody was going so hard in everybody, and who did want to train hard was leaving. That's why they started doing the program, the methodology, separate white belt, separate age kid from ages, 3 years old with 3 years old, 10 years old with 10 years old.
That makes a lot of sense. Nice.
Higher belts or, advanced class, little bit more intense. Beginners, you do a lot of specific training so that they learn, so that they can learn how to not panic. Because sometimes you mount someone, they're gonna panic. They wanna do something and they cannot do anything. They need to learn to keep calm and go little step by step to escape.
It's interesting. Sometimes I find, you'll if I'm not careful, I'll forget how it is to roll with somebody who has less experience, because I have, my friends that I'll roll with, they're all blue, purple, brown, black, they're different levels, but sometimes that person that has maybe only 4 or 5 classes is going to react in a different way. That's maybe not jiu-jitsu, but it's good to remember that, this can happen, right? Like, or if you have them, for example, you said like in like a kimura or something, and they don't know
that
they're going to go move really quickly. I know that I can let go and they don't get hurt, but that's...
sometimes if you have this knowledge, maybe for you it's better you let it go than 100%. Hurt them, and then after you tell them, say, hey, look, I was about to finish you, you are being stubborn, so you can hurt yourself, and then you're going to dismotivate it because you're going to get hurt, maybe start dislike. So this started when I was 20. I was training so hard with everybody, and then here, I think in Cobrinha somewhere, I was training some executive class. And then I got a lawyer, then I started shoulder pressure and training like I was training São Paulo. And then he came on me and said, hey, you release the pressure a little, and then I said, oh, okay. And then I started to realize that has people that I can go intense and hard, and those other I need to know how to train with them. I need to give him a good training, but I cannot just be myself, train.
We were saying that how you learned over the course of time, in some cases you had your classes that you could go full speed, full, 100%, and then other classes.
And some others not. Yeah, that's important, as soon as getting older, you start to realize this. Because when you are in the competition mode, kind of you need to be selfish. You need to win. You cannot allow anyone to make points on you. You cannot allow anyone to sweep you. You cannot allow someone to finish you. So always you train hard and you're max. You have a family party, I can't go, I need to train, I need to eat, or I cannot go to the celebration, I need to eat healthy, I cannot do this. So it's more about you when you are competition mode, and then you want to win good titles. And then after this, you don't need to be like this anymore. You start to be more flexible. I'm gonna train with someone, I'm gonna give him some tips. Okay. And then you go like this, this person I cannot push so hard. I don't need to finish him 10 times one roll. I can just roll, do one submission and keep teaching, and it's better.
I like that. I think people stick around more when that happens.
Exactly,
Yeah, for sure. I love that. So you mentioned, I was going to ask you.
And then one thing that I learned, so when I was training there at Cobrinha, I learned like this. If you get one guy and then you train so hard and finish him 10 times on Monday, Tuesday he doesn't want to train with you anymore. And then you start being without 100%. Training partners. And then I was training with someone so hard, finishing him, and then the other guy so hard, I was training so hard. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, hey, you want to train? Oh, my knees hurt. Oh, you want to train? Oh, not today. And then people start
to look away.
And not want to train with you. Just those guys who really want to train hard. So with those guys, you don't need to go 100% and finish him 1,000,000 times and hurt his ego, his spirit. That's what I was doing. I was doing kind of live drills on them. I was getting the technique I wanted to train. And then if it was kind of a knee cut pass, I was doing a knee cut pass. I was faking. He was recovering, and then I was going back and doing again, and recovering, doing again. And then I do one submission, and then I let him sweep me one time. I motivate them I compliment them. Oh, that was a nice sweep and everything. And then when we finish class, the training, he's gonna feel happy. He say, hey, you see, he's tough, but I could sweep him. I feel safe. I didn't feel that he wanna take my head off, so I feel safe with him. And then he likes to train with you. And be a fun vibe also in the gym and with everybody.
And then people want to learn from you as well more, I think, at that
point. Exactly, So that's what we are looking for, to make a really good environment, vibe, for everybody to feel safe. And be tough at the same time. It doesn't mean that you are tough, you need to be rude. You can be very gentle, but be very tough as well, So that's what you wanted to bring, make people understand this,
Absolutely.
You can be gentle, you can be very polite, but when it needs to be tough, you can toughen up.
No, that's good. A lot of self-discipline.
Exactly.
Control.
Exactly.
Amazing. I like that throughout the journey that you've told me about today, you've learned those lessons along the way, and now are implementing them as the professor, as the owner of this establishment, right? So that is going to come through to your students, to the next generation.
Exactly. That's what you are trying to build here. A good community, safe, and with good principles, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's going to be a great success.
Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I really want to thank you for taking the time, sharing your story, talking with me.
Thank you, Sebastian, for stopping by. Thank you, guys. It was a pleasure have you guys here today. I hope you guys can come to check out the place, also get some training.
100%. If you're in Arleta, I highly recommend San Fernando Valley. I'll put the details, the website, the address, everything on the bottom of the screen.
Awesome.
And Professor, thank you very much.
Thank you, Sebastian. Appreciate you stopping by today.
Yes,
thank you for your time, also.